Trojan fans from Upperdorf tonight. The Trojans play host to those those Wildcats from Halifax, who are taking the floor now. And Trojans just arriving on the court. Halifax with a season record of 6-1, identical to the Trojans tonight. So something's got to give in tonight's ball game, as well as the other night it did up there in Juniata when both teams went in there with identical 5-1 records. And the Trojans came home with a 2-point victory up there against those Indians from Juniata, and now they're going to try to see if they can put one on the nose here of these Halifax Wildcats. There's a foul underneath, and we'll pick up the young ladies now as we go along. But anyway, both of them with identical 6-1 league records, and Halifax overall 8-2. So Coach Ozenbach's Wildcats have had a pretty good season of it so far in the early going here. This is Tribal-Biss out here along with Lark, the starting five, or the regular starting five for the Trojans, as they'll spring it around out on the periphery here. Inside they go to Lucas. Lucas over in the wing there for pass outside, shot for two, no good. A rebound tipped around in there and controlled by Lark, but then out of bounds it'll go. They say it went off Stacy, and so it'll be Halifax ball. Halifax's Troutman will inbound the ball here for that Wilbert. And Katie Troutman spins it down the wing over there for Calnunn. She'll drop it, or rather for Myers that was. And this is Wilbert out in front. On the wing over there for Troutman. Katie back here for Wilbert. Troutman. Near wing over here. Shot by Kerstetter off the mark, and a rebound tipped around inside there and controlled by the Trojans. We have no score here. Played just about 1 minute into the first period. Neither team has scored. Papandrea tries to bounce it inside, stolen away in there by Calnunn. Back for Troutman, who will give it here for Wilbert, and back with it come Halifax now. Both teams a little tentative here in a very early going. Outside here for Wilbert. Wilbert near wing over here, Kerstetter, and Wilbert swinging it over there for Troutman. Troutman back here for Kerstetter, who took it inside and then got the ball bumped out of there off the hands of Tribal-Biss. Kelly making a good move. Tribal-Biss, Lark, Papandrea, Lucas, and Weaver in there for UD. Bounce pass right underneath the bucket, and a shot put up, no good. That shot was by Myers, and it wouldn't go, so we still have no score. We played almost a minute and a half here in the first period. Comes Tribal-Biss for two. It is no good. That wouldn't go. Rebounded in there to Myers, who'll drop it back now, and back comes Halifax, and neither team unable to take the lid off the bucket. They must have kept the lid on there right after the junior varsity ball game. Here's Callan, has his spin loose, picked up in here by Troutman, however, and back with it is Wilbert. Katie Troutman and Wilbert playing with it out in front. Troutman again looking inside. Here's Callan, turns around, pushes it here for Wilbert. Over in the wing, Kerstetter back outside Wilbert, and then Troutman again. On the baseline for Myers. Out here for Wilbert. Wilbert would like three. She has got three, and it's a 3-0 ball game as Wilbert for Halifax hooks up a three with 5:50 left here in the first period. So played 2 minutes and 10 seconds before that score. Here's Tribal-Biss trying to lift one up that wouldn't go. Rebounded in here to Halifax, and back they come. Wilbert and Troutman playing with it. Here's Troutman and Wilbert out in front. Inside they go here for Callan. Callan's shot is no good. Rebound comes down to Papandrea, and back comes Tribal-Biss for UDA. Kelly taking it all the way into the bucket, puts the shot up. It is good. Did the bucket count? It does. The bucket counts, and Kelly will go to the line shooting one to get three. Foul was on Kerstetter, her first, and Kelly shooting one. And she tied up the ball game now. It's 3-3 with 5:17 remaining here in the first period. Wilbert picking it up there for Myers. Myers had it tapped loose in there nicely by Weaver, who was trailing on the play, and picked up in here by UD. Trojans coming back with a chance to take the lead, throw that ball off a leg, and back with it comes Troutman. Katie getting a little bit of trouble out here, and then she'll walk with it. As the Trojans getting very aggressive now and really charging after that basketball, and wouldn't allow Troutman to bring the ball up court. So UD has it with a chance again to take the lead. 4 minutes, 58 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. Kelly Dribelvis working it around the right wing side here now. Lucas, here's Lark from outside. It is in and out, wouldn't stay down. Rebound comes down in here for Myers, who will drop it back for Kerstetter, and then Wilbert. Down the court quickly for Troutman. Back here for Wilbert. Wilbert would like 3 more. That's off the mark. And on the rebound, let's see, controlled inside. Well, who's got it? Looks like Myers might have picked it up, but then we have a jump call. And it's going to stay up here for Halifax. 4.5 minutes remaining in a 3-3 first period. Katie Troutman to inbound the ball. Back here for Kerstetter. Troutman's got it out in front. Picking up the dribble for Wilbert. And Wilbert and Troutman playing for it. UD playing some good D. Trojans look like they're in a 3-2 or something like that. Shot from outside, no good. Rebound comes down there. Lucas controls it. Back to Lark for UDA, and back comes Dribelvis. Kelly over the wing there for Papandrea. On the baseline she goes, but a blocking foul is going to be called on Myers. This will be non-shooting for the Wildcats. It'll be their 3rd team foul, and for Myers, her 1st. Inbound pass for Weaver. Dribelvis. Kelly swinging it over here now for Lark. Lark from outside for 2, wouldn't go. And on the rebound, let's see. It's going to be Dribelvis rushing in there and picking it off. 15-foot try by Lucas, wouldn't go. Rebound comes down to Troutman. Troutman picks it up for Wilbert. And Miss Wilbert taking it down court for Halifax. 3-3 with 3:33 left here in the first period. Very low scoring first period. Inside it goes here. Calnan bounce pass on the baseline for Myers. Her shot would not go, but Myers will go to the line shooting 2 as she is fouled underneath. Myers at the line shooting 2 has a chance to untie the ball game now as Weaver picked up her first personal, but Myers unable to hit the first one, so she'll have one more try. 3:22 left here in a 3-3 tie, first period. Myers' second shot is no good. Rebound comes right down there to Weaver, and Trojans dodged the bullet there as Miss Myers was unable to connect on either one, and we still have a 3-3 ball game. Here's Lark. Near wing over here, shot by Lucas for 2. It is just a little bit short on the rebound, controlled inside there by Myers. This is Troutman picking it up for Wilbert. Wilbert coming back now. Either team, both teams having a chance to untie the ball game as we're tied 3-3. And Troutman's have that opportunity now. Inside she goes here for Myers. Myers dumping it for Calnan for 2. It's good. They bounced it inside to Autumn Calnan, and she was able to take the pass from Myers and put it home. It's 5-3. Halifax by 2. Spin this out here for Lucas for 2. It's good. Amanda Lucas with a 14-footer, and we're tied up at 5. Wilbert picking it up over here for Myers. Will drop it back now. Troutman will control it across the timeline. 2:14 remaining here in the first quarter. Troutman spin it there for Wilbert. Wilbert goes inside here to Calnan. Back outside for Wilbert. Wilbert wants 3. No good. Rebound. Let's see who's going to have it. Well, it's picked up over there by Weaver. We'll spin it back now for Dribelvis. Inside of 2 minutes to play here in the first quarter. Both teams evenly matched thus far here in the ball game as they are in the record books. Both 6-1. From outside for 3, no good. On the rebound, let's see, ball came loose and hit Troutman on the foot. Katie picked it up, takes it all the way to the hoop, looking for 2, no good. Fired it too hard, off the side it goes and out of bounds, and it'll be white ball. So, or they say black ball. Okay, I guess it went off UD, and Wilbert will inbound the ball. Here's Kerstetter from the side for 3, no good. Rebounded in there to Weaver. And back comes Dribelvis. Kelly right inside, pushing it over here for Lark. Lark for 2. It's good. Stacey Lark for 2. It's 7-5. The Trojans by 2. Pick it up over here now for Myers. And Troutman with it out in front. Katie with 1:05 left here in the first period. This is Wilbert. Wilbert picking it up. Picked up the dribble. Now she's in trouble, but gets it back here for Myers. Or Calnan, rather, and now back for Troutman. Inside for Troutman or Calnan for two. Wouldn't go. Calnan has her own rebound and then gets tripped up, and a walk will be called now as Autumn backed out of there and had lost control of it and went for a walk with it. 43 seconds left here in the first quarter. 7-5, UD by 2. Papandrea over there for Lark. Tribal Biss back to Lark. Lark for two more. It is just off the mark, and on the rebound, Lucas is tied up underneath as she and Troutman tie it up. And on the tie-up, it'll remain UD ball. 14 Siders into the ball game for Coach Ozenbach. 26 seconds left here in the first period. Lucas for two. Short. Rebound inside there to Lucas, and then a foul called underneath. It'll be on 44, and that's on Katie Troutman, her first, team's fourth. And Dribelbis will inbound the ball. Right here for Lucas. Lucas pushing it back outside for Lark for two, no good. On the rebound, let's see, tip loose but controlled here to Dribelbis. 12 seconds remaining. Lark spinning in the corner here for Papandrea. Back here for Lark, over there for Kelly Dribelbis, 15 foot from the side, good for two. 9-5, and the inbound pass knocked out of there by Papandrea as Siders will try to inbound the ball again here. Does so this time over here for Wilbert as the buzzer goes to end the first quarter. So it ends up the Trojans by 4 at the end of one. It's 9-5 UDA. Kerstetter ready to inbound the ball now as we begin period number 2. Troutman with it for Halifax. For Wilbert. Myers out of the ball game temporarily as Siders in there to play the second period for Coach Ozenbach. There's Kerstetter. Swinging it there for a pass inside, but stolen away nicely by Papandrea, who anticipated the pass very well. And Julianne comes streaking in there and picked that one off here for Lark. There's Dribelbis into the corner for a pass inside, but the ball is loose. And let's see, stolen away here by Siders, and then they're going to call a walk. A walk called on Siders, and that's going to give the ball back to UD now. As Dribelbis here for Weaver. Jen will take it out in front. Back for Kelly Dribelbis from the side for 2 or 3, maybe. I wasn't sure. And Troutman comes down with the rebound. Here comes Wilbert. Wilbert bouncing it over here for a pass inside here for Calnan. Her shot high off the glass, no good. And Papandrea with a rebound. Back comes Kelly Dribelbis for the UDA. Near wing here for Lark. Papandrea, inside they go, ball tipped around in there, picked up by Calnan, who lost the handle on it, and let's see, then she'll pick it up again, and this time dropping it back here for Troutman. So, team's pretty sloppy inside so far here tonight, unable to hang on to the basketball as Troutman has a cross court over here for eventually inside on the baseline for 2, wouldn't go. Rebound comes down there to Dribelbis, and Kelly coming back with it. Kelly, the omnipresent Trojan out there, puts his shot up and in good. A nice drive to the bucket for that 25 Kelly Dribelbis. It's 11-5. Wilbert ahead here now for Siders, and Siders will take it across the timeline, has some trouble with it and bounces it back here now for Wilbert. Inside they go with it for Calnan, but the ball came loose and out of bounds off Lucas this time. Amanda chasing after it in there, but just couldn't quite get a handle on it. And we've got 6:02 left here in the half. Trojans by 6. For 3, in and out, no good. Rebound, let's see, controlled in there by Lucas. And back comes UDA. Kelly Dribelbis for Lark. There's Lucas, had it tapped loose. Let's see, inside, picked up in there by Halifax. Here comes Troutman with it, and Troutman had some troubles, and a walk is going to be called as Katie Troutman got herself all tangled up in there, and that's going to give the ball back to UD. 21 Herb into the ball game now for UDA. She is replacing Lark. This is Herb with it. 4-3, just short, off the mark. Rebound comes down here, picked up by Halifax as Kerstetter taking it down the court. Wilbert, inside they go here. Calnan, turnaround shot, good for two. Autumn Calnan for two. 11-7. Here's Herb. Near side over here for Weaver. Herb with it. Here's Lucas for two. It's good. Amanda Lucas, a 12-footer from right inside the paint that time, and she's got two more. 13-7. Pass on the near wing over here for Kerstetter. Her shot for two, no good. Calman's return shot wouldn't go. Gets her own rebound, however, and then it's stolen away in there by Tribal-Biss. Kelly coming back 1-on-2, stopping and popping from 12 foot out. It's good. So the Trojans getting the engine tuned up now, and timeout going to be called by Coach Bob Ozenbach of the Halifax Wildcats. It is UDA 15 and Halifax 7 with 4.5 minutes remaining here in the first half. Okay, ball back in play now. Less than 4.5 minutes remaining in the half. Here's a ball tipped away in there and a bad pass, and picked up in there by UD. Excellent defensive play there by that Herb. Bouncing it inside, but the ball came loose. Picked up in there by Halifax. Wilbert picking it up back here for Troutman. And Troutman for Wilbert. Here for Troutman. And Wilbert inside, throwing it away. They go and tried to pass it inside for Calnan, but well out of her reach, and so it'll be UDA with the ball. Kelly Tribal-Biss down the court with it. Ball tipped away as it was intended for Joanna Ewer, who was in there, and then they'll swing it outside here now for Troutman. Here's Wilbert. Over into the corner for Myers. Coming across here, Wilbert. Into the corner it goes here. Now they sling it inside here for Calnan. Her shot is good. Now Autumn's got about 6, and she'll go to the line shooting 1 to get 3. You are checking out of the ball game now as Lucas back in there for UDA. One and only shot by Calnan is good. It's a 5-point ball game now. 15-10. UDA by 5. Last foul, I think, might have been on Myers, but I'm not sure. Here's a shot by Tribal-Biss for 2. Wouldn't go. Rebound comes down here. Controlled by Calnan. Ahead here quickly for Wilbert. And Kelly Tribal-Biss rushing in there to steal that one away. And then out of bounds she goes. But Kelly with a good defensive play once again as Wilbert was taking it inside. I think it was Wilbert or Kerstetter, I forget. On the bounce pass inside, it goes out of bounds. Intended for Myers. UD knocking it out of there, and Troutman will try to inbound for Halifax. 3:07 left here in the first half. Inside they push it, but there's a crowd in there, and it's stolen away by Lark. And back comes UD with a 5-point lead, looking to make it 7. Here's Herb, here for Lucas. 17-foot shot is no good. Rebound comes down there to Troutman. And Katie will bring it up court for Miss Wilbert. Myers back out here for Troutman. Troutman from outside, no good. Rebound tipped around in air, controlled back out here for Troutman. And then Wilbert goes in here for Calnan, trying to loop it over there for Myers. Myers off the glass too hard, and back comes Tribal-Biss with it for UDA. Kelly stopping, pushing it here for Lucas. The wing, Lark. Across the court it goes and out of bounds. It'll be UD ball, or Halifax ball. 2:16 left in an amazingly quick moving first half of play here at UDA tonight. Still a 5-point ball game. They'll spin it back out here now. Bounce it right here on the baseline for a shot blocked away. Return shot pushed outside here, however, and Troutman's got it, but she's going to be fouled. They're going to call a push foul on Herb. Herb will check out now as Jen Weaver back in there for UD. This is Wilbert for Troutman. And Miss Wilbert, inside she goes here. They'll bounce it over here, but it's going to be knocked out of there as Kelly Drybovich again anticipating a pass. Kelly just doing it all in there. And she knocked it away from Kerstetter, who was the intended receiver of that pass. There's a shot from the side for three. It's good. Down to shoot goes Wilbert for three, and it's a 2-point ball game now, 15-13. Kind of a slow-paced game somehow or another. Here's a shot from the side by Papandrea, good for two. Julianne Papandrea hooks up a two, and then Halifax will throw the ball away on the inbound pass. And it will be UD inbounding the ball. Caponegro, number 30, into the ball game for Halifax. Weaver for two. That's short, maybe partially blocked, I'm not sure, but picked off in there at any rate by Troutman. And back comes Katie with 1:20 left here in the first half. Ball tipped loose, but picked up in there by Myers. Myers will spin it back here now as play it out in front for Troutman. Wilbert for Troutman. Inside it goes. Here's Callan, turnaround shot. No good. Rebound comes down to Papandrea. Back here for Drybovich. Kelly. Whoa, hold everything. Wait a minute, Cal. Kelly NBA'd that one. Kelly put the NBA move on that one. I went skittering, leaping, hopping, and jumping into the paint that time. But anyway, 17-13, and Halifax with the ball. Here comes Katie Troutman, bouncing it here for Caponegro. She tries to go underneath, ball tapped away in there by Lucas, but back with it comes UD. Here's a shot by Caponegro, no good. Rebound comes over this way, and Caponegro will control it. And Wilbert in here for Myers, back outside Troutman, near wing Caponegro. Inside she goes, Callan off the glass for two, no good. And a rebound comes right down there to UD. And hold everything. Come on. Kelly does it twice in a row. Took that long hopping, skipping, jumping, whatever inside there as the time runs down here to 17 seconds remaining in the half. Here's Troutman. And Wilbert playing with it. Near wing over here, Caponegro. For three. No good. Off the mark, and on the rebound, that's going to do it as the buzzer sounds to end the first half of play. So we got a 4-point ball game here at halftime. It is UDA 17, the Halifax Wildcats 13. Back with the second half in just a moment. Well, the teams are back on the court now as we get set for the second half action here at UDA. The Trojans and the Wildcats hooked up in a pretty good one now. 4-point ball game at halftime, 17-13. And to begin the second half of play, the Eagles, Trojans, I beg your pardon, will have the opportunity of inbounding the basketball. And this is Kelly Drybovich for UDA. Kelly taking it around, a good pick inside, dumps it off in the wing over there. Shot from the side, no good. Return shot by Lark, wouldn't go. And Lucas had the ball underneath, and then it goes out of bounds off Halifax, and so Drybovich will inbound the ball. Drybovich in there along with Lucas, Weaver, Lark, and Papandrea to begin the second half for Coach Shadle. Shot from the side is no good, but a foul called on Kerstetter of Halifax. I believe it'll be her second. It is Kerstetter's second foul, and that's going to send Jen Weaver to the foul line for UDA, shooting two. Here's Jen's first one, and it is short. So Jen, who had a chance to put the Trojans up by two, now has a chance to put them up by one. And she did. 18-13. Oh, she's shooting 3. It was a 3-shot foul. Okay, sorry about that. Jen will get another opportunity and still have a chance to put them up by 5. They're up by 5 now. And Jen looking to see if she can make it 6. And she did. 19-13, 6-point ball game. Now largest, I think, gap in the ball game now. A 6-point thing. Here is Wilbert. Wilbert's out there along with Kerstetter, who has it now. Troutman inside here for Kalman, off the glass for 2, no good. And on the rebound, picked up in there by Dreibelbis. Kelly bringing it down the court with a hurry. Inside here for Papandrea. It's knocked loose and then out of bounds it'll go, as UD can not control it. They kind of got out of whack there a little bit. And so Halifax will inbound the ball. Troutman picking up the dribble over here for Wilbert. In the middle it goes to Kerstetter. Kerstetter heading down, looking for 2, and then runs into a lot of trouble and a walk call underneath. She got tied up in there nicely by that Jen Weaver. I think Jen made a pretty good defensive play out of that, the way it looks. And on the out-of-bounds play, it'll be Halifax with a shot from the side. That's short. Rebound comes down there and going to be controlled back here for Kelly Dreibelbis, and Kelly coming back with it now. Trojans can open up an 8-point margin here if they can get a bucket. Here's Lark for Dreibelbis. Lark from over here for 2. It's off the mark and rebounded in there. Lucas, she'll put a shot up, no good. Rebound comes down here to Katie Troutman. And Katie will push it over there for that young Wilbert gal. Back for Troutman. And Wilbert. Kalnan into the corner for Troutman. Troutman on the baseline, stopping, forcing a shot up, no good. And on the rebound, it's going to go out of bounds off Weaver, and that means it'll stay Halifax ball. As Troutman gets ready to inbound. 6:33 remaining here in the third quarter. Here's Myers going to the hoop for 2. It's good. Myers slithered that one in past Amanda Lucas that time, and Amanda couldn't do much about that one. And it's a 19-15 4-point game. Here's Dreibelbis pushing it up, and a foul called underneath. Foul was on Kerstetter, her 3rd. She picks up her 3rd, so she's going to be checking out of here in just a moment as Dreibelbis makes her first shot. And Kerstetter will check out. 33 Hain in there to replace her. Second shot by Dreibelbis wouldn't go. Rebound comes right down here for Troutman. 15-20, 5-point ball game. Here's Hain. Near side here for Troutman, and then back here for Wilbert. Wilbert for Troutman. Troutman picking it up, bouncing it right there for Kalman for 2. It's good. A bounce pass inside for Kalman, and the margin down to 3 now, 20-17. Underneath it goes. Lark for 2. Wouldn't go. Rebound tipped around in there and controlled by Kalman, and then a foul will be called on Lucas as she got her arm caught inside there somehow or another. Amanda picks up the personal foul, and that one there was pretty obvious, I think, on the video anyway. And that's going to give the ball to Halifax with a chance to climb back to within 1 here on our Trojan. So again, it's kind of a tightly played ball game somehow or another. There's Wilbur picking it up, looping it ahead here now for that Hain. Inside here for Kalnan. Kalnan stopping, and she'll push it back outside. This is Wilbert with it. Wilbert picking it up for Troutman. And Troutman will take it in. Pushes it inside, trying to hit Kalnan with it, but the ball is on the floor, and Kelly Dreibelbis and Autumn Kalnan will tie it up, but it will stay down here for Halifax, and Troutman will inbound the ball. Troutman getting set to inbound it, does so back here, and it's going to be controlled to Wilbert. Wasn't the way they wanted it, but that's the way it ended up. And then she'll throw it out of bounds off the hands of, or just out of bounds, period. And And the crowd thinks that UD might have got a hand on it, but I don't think so. I thought for a second they did, but then I decided that maybe they didn't. Here's Lucas from outside for two. It's good. Amanda Lucas for two, 17-22, 22-17. And the ball stolen away, picked up in here by UD. Weaver has it, and then Weaver walked with it. Oh, Jen knew it. Jen took a little step afterwards. She knew, she walked with it, and kind of just hopped around. It was kind of tangled up inside there. That ball had come loose, and so Halifax coming back with it. Troutman, 4:35, what I'm trying to say, remaining here in the third period. Troutman taking it all the way down toward the baseline, but then back out here now, and Calnan at the foul line. Back for Wilbert. Calnan right inside. 8-foot try is no good. Return shot by Myers is good. The bucket counts, and Myers will go to the foul line, shooting one to get three. Foul was on Lucas, her second, and Myers at the line shooting one. It is short. Rebound comes back over here, controlled by Weaver. 22-19, a three-point ball game now for UD. Strybovich pushes it on the baseline here for Papandrea. Her shot is no good, but she's fouled. And Juliana will go to the line, shooting two. Foul was on Myers, her second, and Juliana Papandrea made her first one. Makes it a 23-19 ball game, and Juliana shooting up her second one. It is good. 24-19 on the margin, back up to 5 again here for UD. 4:09 left. Show you the clock next time we get a chance. Pass ahead here now for Wilbert. Wilbert with a bounce over there for Myers. Inside she goes here for Calnan for two. It's good. So Hain rather with a bounce pass inside there for the Calnan, and Autumn put it home. 24-21. Herb. Here's Drybovich. Taking it inside, shot, and a blocking foul called on Calnan. She will pick up her first, I believe, and Drybovich will go to the line shooting two. Calnan actually picked up her second personal foul as Kelly gets set to pop a couple in here. Here's her first try, and it is, oops, no good. Kelly will try to put her second one in now, and it is good. 25-21, 4-point ball game. They'll double team her, get her ahead here for Hain, and Hain for Wilbert. Wilbert had some trouble with it, and then she'll double dribble it as she lost the handle on it out at around the midcourt area. And that's going to give it back to Herb to inbound for UD. For Kelly Drybovich. Inside the Lucas. Lucas turns around, puts a shot up, no good on the rebound. Controlled inside here to Troutman. Troutman picking it up, shooting it down here for a Hain. Pass underneath for Myers for two is good. So they put it down here quickly, and Hain pushed it off for Myers, and now timeout's going to be called by Coach Shadle as we've got a 2-point ball game now with 3:15 left here in the third. It's UDA 25, Halifax 23. UD timeout is over now as Kelly Drybovich brings her back. UD by two. Here's Drybovich looking for two. Nope. Foul underneath. Foul's going to be called, I guess, on 33. Hain, I think, picked up the foul. Yeah, it was on Hain. She picked up the foul for Halifax. Pass right here for Lucas. Lucas has the ball stolen away from her. Back with it comes Halifax. Here comes Katie Troutman. Katie looking to go to the hoop for two. It's good, and we're tied up at 25-25 with 2:53 remaining here in the third period. Here comes Kelly Drybovich back with it for UDA. Kelly taking it on the baseline, and a foul called on Hain, a blocking foul. None shooting this time, and UD will inbound the ball. Hain picked up her second personal as Drybovich gets ready to inbound it here for Herb. Back for Kelly Drybovich, back for Herb. Herb from outside for three, just off the mark. A rebound comes right down here to Halifax as Wilbert was able to pick that one off and get it back here for Troutman. Troutman taking it down the court. Halifax with a chance to take the lead, and then a charging foul going to be called on Katie Troutman, as Katie did indeed try to force her way underneath there. And Coach Ozenbach does not agree with that one at all. Referee showing him exactly what happened, but at any rate, we're still tied at 25 with 2:27 remaining here in the third. And back comes Kelly Drybovus for Lark. Herb to Drybovus. Shot by Lark for two, no good. And on the rebound, controlled in here, and a foul called on Amanda Lucas. Amanda will pick up a personal foul for UDA. Well, for Amanda, it is her third personal foul in the ball game with 2:07 left here in the third period as Troutman will bring it back up court. Lark guarding her. Katie over in the wing there for that 33 Hain. Inside they go for a turnaround shot, no good. And on the rebound, let's see, and a reach-in foul called on Wilbert. Seventh team foul called that time as Wilbert picked up personal foul number 1, but that was the seventh team foul, so Kelly Drybovus to the foul line for UDA to shoot a 1-and-1. Kelly can untie our ball game here if she puts this first one in, which she did. 26-25, 1:48 left here in the third. And Lenker will replace Lucas for UDA. Amanda getting a break here, that's all. And Drybovus shooting up her second one. And it is in and out, no good. Rebound comes back here. Kelly's got it, pops one up for two, no good. Rebound here to Troutman. Ball nearly stolen away. They'll push it ahead here now for Wilbert. Wilbert across the court it goes for Hain, and Hain spinning around with it. We'll drop it back now as the clock shows a minute and a half remaining here in the third period. The ball is going to be tipped out of there, and they're going to say it went out of bounds off Lark. So it'll be UD ball, or rather Halifax ball, that is, of course. And Wilbert will inbound the ball. In the corner here for a pass inside, turnaround shot by Kalman for two, wouldn't go. She has her own rebound, puts her second shot up, no good. And the rebound controlled here to Papandrea. Back for Kelly Drybovus. Boy, oh boy, Trojans dodged the bullet there as Kalman could not get that shot, either shot to go down. And there's a ball back for Drybovus. Kelly taking it inside, pushing it back out here. Lark for two, it's good. Kelly Lark for two and makes it a 28-25 ball game. Ooh, near turned that one over as Troutman's got it. UD crowd wanted Wilbert to turn that one over that time, and she just about did. Here's Troutman, inside they go. Myers for two, it's good. So they took it inside to either Myers or Calnon, and Myers that time put it home. 28-27, UD by one. For two, no good. Rebound comes right down here and is controlled by Wilbert. Wilbert double teamed and get it ahead here for Calnon, and she'll push it over there for Wilbert. Wilbert right underneath it goes, but it's picked up in there by Myers, no good. Rebound comes down here, turnaround shot, no good. Return shot by Calnon, good. With 8 seconds remaining here in the third period, and back with it comes Drybovus. Come on, Kelly. Kelly's going to have to put it up. Here's the shot. It's good at the buzzer. A good bucket by Kelly Drybovus at the buzzer as Kelly finally got one of those good ones to go there. She worked it down the lane and scored to give the Trojans a 1-point lead with 8 minutes to play. It is 30-29, UD by 1. Final moment of final quarter of play now. Here's Lark for two from outside, no good. Rebound comes down here and it's going to be controlled by Troutman. Troutman coming down court with it is tied up, but bounces it back over here for that Wilbert. And Wilbert near wing over here for Troutman. Katie pushes it inside, stolen away and off the hands of Drybovus and out of bounds it goes. Ball was stolen away in the inbounds pass, and I missed the inbounds play, but Lucas had stolen it away, and back with it comes UD. Here's Lucas with it over here for Drybovus, and Kelly will be called for a walk. And that's going to give the ball back here to Halifax, who trail by 1, 29-30. Wilbert will inbound the ball for Troutman. With Lark guarding her as the Trojans go to a man-to-man. And Katie Troutman having some trouble with it. Now she's more or less in control. And she'll pick it up over there for that Wilbert. Wilbert with Lark on her. Wilbert taking it inside, 15-foot try. In and out, no good. Rebound tipped over here, and Dreibelbis has it for UD. Back comes Kelly Dreibelbis. Stopping, pushing underneath for Papandrea. Her shot no good, and on the rebound, it's going to go out of bounds. It'll be Halifax ball. 6:50 left here in the ball game. Trojans by 1. Tough ball game all night long here at UD tonight. Inbounded here for Troutman. Here comes that Katie T. Over the timeline. Bouncing it here for Wilbert. Wilbert inside for Troutman on the baseline. She'll fire a shot up, but a foul called. Foul will be on Amanda Lucas, her 4th, I believe it was. Yeah, and it'll be Troutman going to the line, shooting 2. Lucas checks out of the ball game now, in there to replace her Joanna Ewer for Coach Shadle. And Troutman made her first shot and tied up the ball game at 30 all. And here is her second shot, and it is also good. Wow. Katie wobbled 2 of them in, but they went down the bucket, and they're down to shoot, and we've got a 1-point deficit now for UD, 31-30, Halifax by 1. Here's Lark into the corner here for a shot by Papandrea, no good. Rebound comes down over there to Halifax. Ahead quickly here for Hain. Hain working it back, dropping it here for Kalman. She'll put a shot up and in, good for 2 from 17 feet out. And back comes UD now, trailing by 3. So this has been this way all night long. And here comes Dreibelbis with it into the corner. Shot for 2, no good. Rebound comes down over there, and Hain, let's see who is going to control it here. Nice play by Weaver into the corner. Weaver for 2. It's short, and the rebound comes down here to Troutman. But a great steal in there moments ago by that Jen Weaver. But then the Trojans fail to capitalize on it as Haynes got it. Inside here for Kalman, turnaround shot, good for 2 more. All of a sudden, Autumn Kalman is hot, and Coach Shadle is going to have to call time now as he sees his Trojans drop back by 5. It's 35-30 with 5:32 left here in the ball game. The UD timeout is over as the Trojans get ready to inbound the basketball now. They trail by 5, 35-30. 5:28 left here in the ball game. Comes Dreibelbis, taking it inside. Shot for 2, it's good. Kelly Dreibelbis with a nice rolling layup, and it's a 3-point ball game. Myers dropping it here for Wilbert. Across the court they go here for Troutman. Over the wing for Hain. Wilbert right underneath, but that ball is going to be thrown away and picked up in there by Papandrea. And back comes UD with a chance to get to within 1. Dreibelbis inside here for Ewer, stopping, 16-foot try. No good, and on the rebound, let's see, control over here to Kelly Dreibelbis. Here's Lark, near side over here for Papandrea on the baseline, puts a shot up and a foul called. Foul's going to be on Kalman, I do believe, and that's going to send Julianne Papandrea to the line, shooting 2. Julianne Papandrea made her first shot. It makes it a 35-33 ball game, and Julianne can bring the Trojans to within 1. She puts this one in, which she did. 2 nice foul shots by that Julianne Papandrea, and we've got a 35-34 ball game now. Kerstetter, 15, back into the ball game for Coach Ozenbach's Halifax Wildcats. As Katie Troutman takes it down on the left wing over here and pick up the dribble back here for Wilbert. Now inside it goes to Kalman. Her turnaround shot's good for 2 more. Autumn Kalman for 2 more and makes it a 3-point ball game now, 37-34. 4:08 left here in the ball game. From outside for 2. Oh, in and out. Wouldn't stay down. Return shot, however, by Weaver is good for 2. 37-36. It's going to go down to the wire the way it would appear. And here's the ball tied up inside there. It's going to be Halifax ball, however, as we've got 3:52 left in the ball game. Trojans trailing by 1. You're back out of there now, as coming in to replace her is Lucas. Katie Troutman taking it down for Halifax. 37-36, Halifax by 1. Here's Wilbert. And Troutman.
Waste time, come on!
Inside here for Calnan. She'll push it back here. Now they'll spin it over here for Troutman. And Troutman working it around out in front as they slow it down a little bit. Inside here it goes to Calnan over in the corner. Shot from the side over there for 2 wouldn't go, and on the rebound it's going to be controlled here by UD. And that's going to give the Trojans a chance to regain the lead. Here comes Tribal, taking it all the way in for 2. It's good. Well, she went right around Calnan, who could not afford to foul her, and that gives the Trojans the lead back again now by 1. They'll pick it up and spin it into the corner, stolen away by Lucas. Lucas will drop it ahead here now, and the Trojans can come back and open up a 3-point margin with 2:45 left in the game. Here's Lucas, 15-foot try, short. Rebound comes right down there to Kerstetter. Her pass tapped out of there, however, and picked up by Tribal-Biss. Papandrea here for Lucas. Lucas is shot short. Rebounded in there to Myers, and then a foul will be called on Papandrea. And it will remain Halifax ball with 2:27 left in the ball game. Trojans leading now by 1. Had trailed by 5 just moments ago. Have picked up 6 points and lead by 1. Wilbert getting ready to inbound the ball. Over here to Troutman. Katie has it. Looping it ahead down there now for that Hain. Hain goes inside here for Calnan, top of the circle. Back out here now, back inside for Calnan, over the wing. Inside, Calnan wants to turn around and shoot it, but can't. And Wilbert drops it right inside there now as Calnan gets a good bounce pass and puts the Wildcats back on top by 1, 39-38, with 2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes. Here's Tribal-Biss back outside. Lark from outside there, no good. Rebound, tipped around and controlled. Let's see who's got it. They're going to call it a jump, and it's going to remain UD ball with 1:52 left in the ball game. Trojans trailing by 1, but they've got the basketball as Tribal-Biss gets ready to inbound the ball. Weaver for 2. It's good. Jen Weaver gives the Trojans a lead back again. Oh, here's a foul going to be called on Kelly Tribal-Biss as she banged into Troutman making the inbound pass. 1:44 left in the ball game. Trojans by 1, 40-39. I guess 2 teams that in the standings were so evenly matched. This should have been a game like it has turned out to be. Here comes Hain with it. Hain across the timeline. Picking it up back here for Troutman. Over there for Wilbert. Miss Wilbert with pass inside here for Calnan. Callan's turnaround shot wouldn't go. Rebound comes down in there, and it's going to be controlled by Lark. We'll push it back here now for Kelly Tribal-Biss. 1:20 left here in the ball game. 80 seconds remaining in this one. UD by 1. Tribal-Biss taking it inside, and a pass on the baseline, but then a tie-up, and this time it's going to be Halifax ball with 1:11 remaining in the game, and Halifax with the basketball. Wilbert inbounding, pushing it over here for Hain. Hain will drop it back here now for Troutman. Clock down to 1:07. Into the corner it goes here for a pass here for Calnan. Calnan pushes it on the baseline, but the ball is knocked loose and out of bounds. It goes off Papandrea. And we've got 59 seconds remaining, 58.9, whatever. And timeout called by Halifax, I believe it was. We'll be right back. Well, the Halifax timeout is over. They have the basketball underneath their own basket. They trail by 1. And we've got a foul called. A push foul is going to be called on Katie Troutman, I believe. And that's going to be the 10th foul on Halifax, and that's going to send UDA to the foul line, shooting 2, and I think that's going to be Jen Weaver. Yeah, Weaver at the line shooting 2 now, as Halifax picked up a push foul on the inbounds pass. That was on Katie Troutman, her 3rd. And Katie didn't want to do that, as Weaver goes to the line shooting 2. Her first shot's good, and it's a 2-point ball game now, 41-39, with the same amount of time remaining, as the clock never did get moving that time. So we've got 58.9 seconds left here in this one, and Weaver with shooting a big second of a 1-and-1. Here it is. It is good. 3-point ball game now, 42-39, and back with it comes Halifax. Here's Wilbert. Over here for Troutman. In the corner it goes. Back out in front. Now inside. Calnan with a turnaround shot. Good for 2. We've got a 1-point ball game again with 40 seconds left. 42-41. Back comes Drybobis. Kelly out in front working with the ball. Had a near steal and a foul called. The foul will be on Troutman, her 4th. And that's going to send Kelly Drybobis to the foul line, shooting 2. 31 seconds remaining in this one. Kelly at the line to shoot a pair, and timeout's going to be called by Halifax, I believe. Yep, I think it was called by Halifax, but I'm not sure. At any rate, we'll be right back with the exciting 31 seconds that remain in this ball game. So Kelly now places herself back at the foul line as we get set to go. 31 seconds remaining, UDA by 1, and Kelly can make it a 3-point margin. She can get a couple of these here. Here's her first try. It's no good. So it's still UDA by 1, as Drybobis will shoot up her second. And here it is. It is good. 2-point ball game now, 43-41. We'll have to keep an eye on the clock. Here's a ball nearly stolen away, and a foul is going to be called on Lark. Stacy will pick up the personal foul. It'll be none shooting. Or yes, it will. That's going to put the Wildcats into a 1-and-1 situation. Well, I tell you, this one's coming down to the wire for sure, as we've got 27 seconds left now, and Lark picks up the first foul of the ball game for Stacy, and that's going to send Myers to the foul line, as Coach Shadle this time will let Miss Myers think about this one, and we'll be right back. Robin Myers to the foul line now for Halifax to shoot a 1-and-1. Let's see if Robin makes the first one. It is good. We've got a 1-point ball game now, 43-42. And Myers can tie up this ball game if she puts this one in. Here is her second shot. It is no good. Rebound comes down here and tied up, and a foul called underneath. They're going to call a push foul. I think it might be on Katie Troutman. If it is, Katie may have just bought the farm. Let's see. It is number 4 for Katie. I thought it might have been her 5th, but it's her 4th. And that means Lucas is going to go to the foul line now with 25 seconds remaining. And Amanda will be shooting 2. Here's the first shot by Lucas, and it is good. 44-42, the UDA by 2, and Amanda can make it a 3-point ball game if she can put this one in. Here's her second try. It is short. Rebound comes down here, and it's going to be controlled by Halifax, I think. Let's see. Yeah, more or less. And then a foul called. Why are these kids doing this? A foul underneath, and that's on Papandrea, I believe. Yeah, it is. And that's going to send Halifax to the foul line. shooting a 1-and-1. And this time it's going to be Katie Troutman going to the line for the Wildcats to shoot a big 1-and-1 with 19 seconds left here as the clock so slowly melting away here in this one. And here is a big first of a 1-and-1. That's short. Missed everything. It'll be UDA ball now as they will inbound the ball underneath the basket with 19 seconds and a 2-point lead. Here's drive abyss, and they're going to call a foul on Wilbert. And that's going to send Kelly, who is one of our finest foul shooters, to the foul line, shooting 2. 16 seconds remaining in this one as Kelly lines up her first shot. And this one is no good. Wouldn't stay down. Well, she'll give it one more try. 16 seconds left in the game. UDA by 2. And here is that big second shot. She puts this in. It is going to be tough for Halifax. Second try, good. Now we got a 3-point ball game and timeout called immediately by Coach Ozenbach of the Halifax Wildcats. 45-42, 16 seconds remaining. Halifax with the basketball when we come back. So it'll be Wilbert getting ready to inbound the basketball here for Halifax. They'll give it here to Troutman. Back over here for Wilbert. Wilbert looping it ahead here now for Hain. Wilbert, and timeout called by the Halifax Wildcats once again with just 7 seconds remaining here in the ball game. Wow. Obviously, I guess Coach O is going to try to fire up a 3 here. He took a quick 20-second timeout, and about the only strategy I can imagine with 7 seconds left in the game. And UD will try not to foul, I'm sure, and we'll see what happens now as Halifax will inbound the ball on the wing over there. It'll be Wilbert inbounding for Halifax. So we'll have to see what kind of strategy they might have. Trojans by 3. Here's Troutman back over there for Wilbert. Wilbert goes inside here, and Hain tries to bounce underneath. It's stolen away, and that's going to do it. The Trojans will pick up the victory here tonight, and a tough loss for Coach Ozenbach and the Halifax Wildcats as they went inside. I'm not sure what the strategy was there, but Coach O went inside, perhaps hoping that Hain would get fouled, but I'm not sure. Coach Shadle, of course, would have said don't foul inside for sure. And so the final score is UDA 45, Halifax 42. So that sets up yet another big ball game as the Trojans will host Line Mountain on Thursday in the first game of the second half. But yet, UDA still has a game left, I think, in the first half, as do the Line Mountain Eagles have to play Halifax yet. So things not settled yet, but it looks like it could come down to, once again, a playoff game. If the Eagles can beat the Halifax Wildcats, then they would force a playoff game for the first half between the Trojans and the Halifax Wildcats. For all intents and purposes, that's the way it probably or possibly will end up, but we'll see. So congratulations to Coach Shadle on one heck of a ball game here tonight as the Trojans continue to win, go 7-1 in the first half of the season, and Coach Bobby O's Halifax Wildcat Gals now 6-2 in league play. 7-3 overall, or 8-3 now overall. So way to go, Trojans. We'll catch you next time out here on Thursday evening when we will host the Line Mountain Eagles. Final score again here tonight: the Trojans 45, the Halifax Wildcats 42. UD by 3. We'll see you later.